I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys want to hear about everything that is going on with Mielle Organics, let's go. Okay, so I actually got a comment, someone asking me if I was going to share my thoughts on everything that is going on. I have seen, I'm sweating, so it's giving a little lift. And if you notice that, no, you don't, okay? But like I was saying, I have seen everything that is going on. I did some digging. I done looked into, of course, testimonials from people who have actually used it. Let me say right now, I have never used any of their products, so I can't give you any like firsthand experience, nothing like that. So I did watch the videos of people who used it and had good experiences, people who used it had bad experiences. I looked for any news articles I could find. I looked up chemists, anything like that. Of course, I'm going to talk about what the actual owner said. Maybe I was even on Reddit threads seeing what the streets are saying so I could get to the bottom of what is going on right now. If you guys do not know, Mielle Organics is a hair company that was started 10 years ago, I believe. The owner, it's a Black owned brand, I believe. And you know, especially like 10 years ago, the natural hair community, I feel like it was a lot louder than it is now. Like, I feel like after everyone got down their wash and goes, their twist outs, their whatever it was, like it kind of like toned down a little bit because like everyone already had their routines. But at the time, like very popular brand. And in 2023, the brand was purchased by Procter & Gamble. And it joined their P&G Beauty section of their company. And I believe she didn't like sell it to them because like she still operates it, she still runs it, stuff like that. I believe she gave them like they produce it for her, I believe. And y'all know what happens when a Black owned brand, especially beauty, whether it's makeup, skincare, or hair care brand gets sold. The core customers, which are usually Black women, they feel some type of way because, as we've seen in the past, sometimes the formula or even the customer service changes because they are, the marketing changes, all of that because they are now trying to, you know, bring in a wider audience. And especially when it comes to like hair care, stuff like that, if they are hair products that are made for like a 4C, 4B, 4A, and now you are trying to get, you know, the 2Cs to purchase the products as well, people get cautious, like, are you gonna switch this up? What is it gonna do to my hair? Blah, 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 right? So that was all like 2023. So right now, babe, if you go on TikTok, the girlies, like I'm telling you, it was like video after video after video on my For You page. The girlies are now posting videos saying that Mielle products are causing their hair to fall out, causing their hair to shed, their hair is getting thin. I've seen bald spots, like everything that could go wrong with your hair. I have seen someone post a video saying that that has happened to their hair since using Mielle products. So of course, as a brand, that is a PR nightmare. So the owner herself got on Instagram, made a reel, an IG video, basically kind of addressing everything that's going on. And her statement, and I quote, "My whole family and myself are avid users of Mielle because we believe in the power of our products. So when I made the decision to partner with P&G, it was driven by my vision to take Mielle to new heights and become a global beauty brand. That vision remains as strong as ever today," she explained. "I am so grateful for the opportunities this partnership has brought us. This partnership has allowed us to expand our reach and make a positive impact in the world." So her initial video was really like her kind of describing the journey, you know, talking about how she started 10 years ago and everything that's kind of gone into where she is right now, and basically how she wanted to take her brand. And we have discussed this a lot of times when it comes to these type of like marketing, advertising, PR videos, where it is very hard for smaller businesses, especially Black owned smaller businesses. They do not get the funding that other brands get. You know, when they talk about a mom and pop store opening, like your chances of surviving are very slim, especially if you continue on as just a mom and pop, as, you know, just a like independent, small, like you don't have any backing, you don't have any funding. Look at all the Black owned brands that I have discussed this year, from the Umas to the Mented to the beauty bakeries. All of those brands are struggling or have had to shut down. So she is talking about how her partnering with P&G, which P&G I think most of your like, I'm trying to think of P&G brands off the top of my head. Isn't Dove a P&G brand? Let me see. Yeah, like Pampers, Gillette, Oral, Pantene, Febreze, Olay, Tide, Vicks. We talking about money, okay? Companies that have money. So her initial video is basically her saying that her partnering with a brand like P&G will open up opportunities to, you know, ship internationally, to have faster restocks, to have better advertising, better money, stuff like that, blah, 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 with her company, right? So that was really like the main focus of that original video. And baby, the comments, they were not here for it. The comments were pretty much like, baby, you didn't answer nothing. Like, you didn't really address any of our concerns. You didn't really say, well, hey, I see that you're saying your hair is falling out. Here's what I've done to kind of look into why your hair might be falling out. So then I think it was the next day, but after that, another post was made by Mielle where they kind of did address it a little more in depth. However, the tone from a lot of the people who read it was giving defensive. So in the second post, basically they said none of the claims that people are making have been medically proven. So basically they were saying that like the claims of their products causing hair to shed, bald spots, stuff like that, no one has actually gone to the doctor and a doctor has said, yes, you using this product is what caused that. They also said there have been no formula changes because that is something that everyone was worried about when they sold their, when they partnered with P&G. I keep saying sold. With P&G, they were going to change their formula, so maybe the formula changed and that's what's causing everyone's hair. And then they also said 50 to 100 hairs shed a day. So if you're shedding more than that, then you should seek a doctor. And that's basically like the gist of what their second post said. So then people were like, this doesn't really sound like you care about the concerns that people are saying about your products. It just seems like you're being very defensive and you're basically saying like, it's not us, like it's you, go figure out what your problem is. So then people read the second post and felt it was very dismissive. They were like, you could have checked your factories for cleanliness. You could have gathered the batch numbers. So from everyone saying, you know, it caused my hair to do this, that, and third, you could have gotten the batch numbers from them and see if there was like a correlation to see if there was just a specific batch that had something wrong with it in the factory. Someone also said, okay, even if the ingredients didn't change, there might have been a change in the quality of the ingredients. So even if the ingredients remained honey, alcohol, and water, you might have changed like the concentration of how much of each is in the product now, or where you're sourcing those ingredients, because, you know, the bigger the corporation, to cut costs, they might try, you know, using less quality ingredients or even synthetic ingredients. So those are things that people were still saying in the comments, right? Which valid, it's valid to say that they could have done that. But I think it's also valid for the brand to say you should get like a actual medical diagnosis. Like you should get an actual professional to tell you this is what is the cause of what happened to your hair. Now, there is a well-known beauty chemist on TikTok. He is the one who let it be known that the Euphoria foundation was just the color black, like there was no pigment in it. He also, you know, another time he was up and down my For You page, he had upset the girlies with his Sacred by Beyonce review. So all of that to say, like, he doesn't really care about, you know, saying things that are just going to go along with what the majority is going to say. He says things based on what his training is and what his job is, right? So of course they asked him about this and he came out and said, looking at the ingredients today compared to ingredients on past products, it does not seem as if ingredients have changed much, if at all. And he said the same exact thing. It could have changed like how much ingredients are being put in there, like where the ingredients are coming from. However, he did say that it is very rare that shampoo is going to cause hair loss. He said shampoo could cause, you know, hair reactions, your scalp starts to itch, stuff like that. But when it comes to hair loss, that is usually due to like something that is more systematic, like your diet, you know, your health history, stuff like that, is what could cause your hair to fall out. And he also said, so if you are experiencing, you know, unusual shedding, your hair falling out, go ahead and see a doctor, because, you know, there is normal shedding, and then there's something that's like, okay, wait a minute, there's something I should be concerned about, which is why I said, like, I don't think the brand is that far off from saying no one who is saying any of this about their brand has actually had a professional say it. But people were like, if everyone's saying that they use Mielle and their hair came out, what more do we need? And it's like, that's why like studies are done. And when you have a study, you need to have like certain things in place, because there are so many factors that could affect your study. So that's why it's not that simple of saying, okay, well, she said that her hair fell out and she used Mielle, and she said that her hair fell out and she used Mielle, so it has to be Mielle. That's the common denominator, right? Because you know what else is a common denominator? COVID. A lot of people got COVID. And you know what COVID has caused a lot of people since getting COVID? Hair loss. And like I said, just like there are a bunch of people coming out saying that the brand has caused this, that, and the third with their hair, there are other people coming out who are saying that they use the product and they love it and it's done nothing for them. And part of their argument has been, you know, the fact that hair loss, it could be something with your diet. It could be something else that is causing your hair coming out postpartum, premenopause. There are so many health reasons why your hair could be falling out. I also saw the people that were defending the brand saying that they have noticed a lot of the people who are coming out saying that their hair has thinned, their hair has this, that, and the third, have looser textures. So remember I said, like, when you think the hair care community, when you think a lot of the products, stuff like that, when you think a lot of the faces of the hair community, it's very much like 4C, really tight curls. That's the face of it, right? That's who started. So their argument is, it seems as if a lot of the people who are saying that all of this happened to their hair have very looser texture. So it's possible that you're using products that aren't meant for your hair type. Now, y'all know me, when it comes to shampoo, stuff like this, y'all be asking me questions. What is my hair type? What is my, and I always say, baby, I don't know. First of all, I pay someone to wash it and maintain it for me. But even when it was my mother doing it, like, she just, if it worked, it worked. If she put it on and she noticed that it didn't work or it didn't do this, stop using it. So, you know, I kind of need to bow out of that conversation because I just be using stuff. But, you know, there are certain things, like, you do have to use them how they are described, and it probably is best for a certain type of hair types. And to an extent, you also have to know your hair, because if the product is meant to strengthen this, that, and the third, and your hair doesn't really need any strengthening, you probably don't want to use that. If the product is meant to, you know, repair damage, this, that, and the third, and you don't need that, then you don't really need that product. So a lot of people were also pointing out that some of the products that people were saying caused damage to their hair had a lot of protein in them. So again, if your hair does not need a lot of protein, you ain't got no business using that product. So that was also something that people were saying, that it could just be user error when it comes to some of the products, that, you know, you're just using products that are not meant for you. Maybe that specific product, from that line wasn't meant for you, but maybe something else would work for you because you're just using a product that's not meant for your hair. A lot of people were also saying, like, why did you continue using it so long? Because she only partnered up with P&G in 2023. And I saw people saying, like, they used it in, you know, since 2 years, 3 years, this year, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, if you noticed hair shedding, if you noticed your scalp itching, why did you continue using it for so long? And, you know, that is something else, Javin, I really hope I'm saying his name correctly, pointed out that if you use a shampoo, something like that, and you have any type of irritation, immediately stop using it. So now the two sides are going back and forth, and the side that is defending Mielle is saying that there seems to be a lot of confirmation bias going on right now. And confirmation bias, if you do not know, is basically once you put it into your mind that you believe something happened a certain way, you believe something is what it is, you then go out looking for information that is only going to confirm what you already believe. So even if, you know, I say the sky is blue and the sky is clearly blue, but you already believe that the sky is red, you are only going to accept information that confirms that the sky is red, even though the sky is blue. So they are saying that even though, you know, the brand has said that this hasn't changed, even though the chemists are saying that this, that, and the third, people still want to believe it. And all it takes is seeing or hearing someone else saying, oh yeah, I used it too, and I experienced that, and that's the only, my phone could please. That is the only, you know, information, that's the only confirmation that they need to believe that, you know, Mielle is what is causing their hair to fall out, which is why they don't really want to hear the, well, go to the doctor, because it's like, I don't need to go to the doctor. I don't need a professional to tell me that that's what's causing my hair to fall out, because I know when my hair started falling out, and I know, and I see other people saying the same exact thing at the same exact time. So that's, it has to be that. There can't be any other factor in it. And mind you, you really don't realize how quickly, like, something with your health can affect how dull your skin looks, your hair falling out, your nails, your teeth. It happens very quickly. And just aging in general, because baby, I've only been 30 a couple months. When I tell you like so much has changed, and I'm just like, what is happening? I don't remember what I was saying, but it could work on the other side as well, where if you already use the products and you like it and it works for your hair, all you need to know is, well, it works for my hair, so everyone else has to be wearing it or using it incorrectly, or, you know, everyone else is lying, everyone else is, so it does go both ways. However, there are just some factors that are just making it weird when it comes to this situation. Also because like this is not the first time. Like this is literally not the first time that there has been so much commotion about these products. And it happened literally like almost a year ago, where one person said something about the brand and it just like took off. You just started seeing video after video after video of people saying that it caused their hair to fall out, people saying this, that, and the third, and then just kind of like quieted down. Like you didn't really hear anything about it. And then right now, the same exact thing is happening. Like one person said something and then everyone, and I'm like, did you not see it the first time? Like, did you start using it after everyone had already said that? And when like misinformation starts getting spread, that makes it harder for people to believe what it is that you are saying. So it has been said over and over again that Mielle is being sued for their products, what's in their products. The same chemist looked into it. One, he did see one previous lawsuit, but that was a labor lawsuit, so that was like within the company, and that was actually dismissed with prejudice by the judge. And then May of 2024, there was another lawsuit that was presented. Let me see. Filed May 2024 for alleged Proposition 65 label violations, notice of violation against Mielle Organics, LLC, P&G Beauty, Amazon.com Services, LLC of California, Health and Safety Code, Section 25249.6, product name, Mielle Strengthening Shampoo, violation chemical, DEA, okay? I'll leave it to he the chemist. Violators, Mielle Organics, P&G Beauty, Amazon.com Services. People also pointed out the fact that Amazon is listed. People were also questioning, well, is it counterfeit Mielle products that, you know, are causing people issues? But he said that DEA, that chemical, I think something like was supposed to be removed from products like 10 years ago or something like that. But it's the level of concentration of how much of this DEA is in the product, which lets you know like how much of a violation has been done with it being in the product, right? So he looked into this, and for one, you have like 60 days or something like this for this stuff to, it's a 60-day notice of intent to sue, but like you have 60 days to actually sue. This was May, we're in September now, and there's nothing else off of this. And then this place is also suing, also filed the same thing for, there was some other company here. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Some other company, and then Patrick Ta as well. So we're gonna have to keep that same energy, because the same company also gave Patrick Ta an intent to sue letter. But Javin looked into the company that is actually, you know, filing this paperwork, and nothing was coming back. Like nothing was coming back. He did look up the organization that kind of had like a similar name to this company, and they were like, we have no affiliation with this. We didn't file any of this paperwork, so it's giving a little sketchy. And listen, we are years into the beauty community online, and we have seen this over and over and over again, where something kind of becomes like sensationalized and people just jump onto it because it is something to talk about, something to be a part of. If you remember with the honey pot, and I think they had like one product have an ingredient change or something like that, and people just started throwing out everything about it. So the brand had to come out, like they started saying, you know, it's no longer Black owned. It's the products are causing this. They added this product, they added that product, and it came out like a lot of that was not true. And it's just like you take one thing and stretch it just because like you've seen it. Oh, what is that game? Telephone? Is that what it is? You know, like you would whisper into someone's ear and then like it goes all the way back around, and by the time it gets back to the person who said the original sentence, like the story has just grown. That happens a lot on social media. It happens a lot in the beauty community. Like everyone throws on their investigator hat and they start trying to get to the bottom of it instead of actually like sticking with facts. And again, confirmation bias. You are now trying to get to the facts that you have already determined are the facts in your head. So I don't think that the company was wrong saying that. You should get a medical professional to say that, yeah, this is what's, because you can't argue that. You see what I'm saying? Like that would actually make your argument stronger if a medical professional said this product is what caused your hair to fall out. You can't, the brand can't come back and say, well. However, on the brand side, they could have done better with what they said to consumers, just to appease them, even if they weren't going to do it, because sometimes that's really all that it is. All of the hoopla that you see online is just social media chatter, and then it just kind of, that's why everything kind of just like fizzles out, because it's just like social media talk. Even if you wasn't going to do it, you could have just said, yeah, we will look into our facilities, we will look into the batches, we will look into this, we will look into that. I do see where people can read like it comes across a little defensive, but also like, if you know that you're like, that's not happening with your product, like if you know that your factory didn't have any cleanliness issues, if you know that, you know, there weren't any batch issues, anything like that, I can also see why a brand would want to defend themselves. And they're like, no, like that's just not what it is. But like, you got to know how to do that to where it still appeases the customer who has a problem. But unless some actual lawsuit happens, because I did see people saying like we should have a class action lawsuit, unless, you know, lawsuits actually go through, actually happen, and information comes out saying like, yeah, this product, that product, unless people actually do get, you know, it's medically proven that that is causing your hair to do this, that, and the third. Oh, I also forgot to mention, as far as like having irritation and stuff like that to shampoo, it could just be that you're allergic to some of the stuff that is in the shampoo. And baby, listen, some things I just do not play about, okay? Hair, eyes, skin, anything else on my body, all I need to, one little something, make the doctor's appointment. So even if it was just me having an allergic reaction to shampoo, I still wanna know. I'm gonna take my behind to go see what is happening on my scalp, because that also lets me know not to use any other type of shampoo or any other type of hair product that could give me that type of reaction. And you know, then it gets into the whole like healthcare, and like everyone doesn't have that, and everyone can't just be going to the doctor for you know, a burning scalp. But until like stuff like that happens, I think the same thing that happened the last time is going to be the same thing that happens this time, where this just kind of like fizzle out, and then who knows, maybe a year from now again, the same conversation will come up. And honestly, truly, you see this a lot when it comes to hair care companies, because Mielle, which is a very popular hair care brand, you know, it's used by professionals, it's used in professional settings, in spas, salons. Did I say spas? Salons, y'all know what I'm talking about. All of that Mielle has had the same claims made about them. Like not too long ago, like right before Sacred came out, they were saying that Mielle was causing hair thinning, it was causing hair to fall out. And look, here we are months later, Mielle is still a very popular hair brand. People are still using it. And I think at this point, you're just gonna have to try it if you want to try it, and see if you're someone that it works for, you're someone that it doesn't work for, because it is literally either it is or you're not. There hasn't been anything concrete saying that there is something specifically wrong with this product, that product, this, that, and the third. So I feel like this whole Mielle situation is going to be the same as Mielle, the same as the other hair care brands that people have said the same type of things about. That at this point, that is really the only decision that you have, because like I said, there is nothing concrete on really either side to let us know what is going on right now, if something is actually going on. So that's basically how you have to move. You just gotta, either you're going to use it, you're gonna continue to use it, or you're going to try it and be cautious, or you're not gonna try it at all. That's really the only decision that people have. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. I think it's just gonna kind of fizzle out, and people are just going to stand on one side or stand in the middle like me. Like I said, I ain't got no dog in this fight. because we've seen it before, you know, Shea Moisture, Cantu, and the thing is, like, when these situations happen, you'll see people recommending like other brands, and it's like the other brands have had the same thing, right? Or there are people saying the same thing about other brands. Like I've seen people recommending Camila Rose, but I've also seen people saying, well, same thing happened with Camila Rose. I've seen people recommending Shea Moisture. Where's my voice going? But the same people say that about Shea Moisture. So all of it, I feel like, boils down to, maybe, like I said, try it if you want to, don't try it if you don't want to. I think the situation could have been handled better on both sides, but I also think that this will fizzle out like everything else that becomes sensationalized on the internet. Okay, I think that went down the wrong pipe. So that is it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if it has, or if you feel it has affected your hair, or if you use it on your hair and you love it. Let me know if you do, you know, plan on seeing a medical provider, anything like that, in the comments down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.